Hi there. Today's going to be a different type of video, but the content is going to be great. I'm going to be sharing some amazing books with you that are not just necessarily focusing on mindfulness, but that promote or encourage mindfulness in different aspects, in different regards. These are my go-to books. These are my feel-good books. A few of them I love so much that I've read them like over 2 or 3 times. That just lets you know like how amazing, how connected I am with these particular books, and so I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. We're calling this a timeout day. There's so much going on in the world today and in our nation, and obviously there are things going on all the time for us, but so I just feel like today is just a perfect or an ideal time to just take a time out and reconnect with ourselves and talk a little bit about mindfulness and how it can be so beneficial to our lives. So stay tuned. Too much time. I don't want to give you too much information because I know that books can be a matter of perspective, and so I don't want to take away from your experience. If it's something that you're kind of interested in, it'll be enough just for you to read it versus me like giving you my full review and interpretation. No, this is just to give you a snapshot of some of my favorite books, and if it's something that sparks your attention or interest, then it at least will be possibly worth exploring a little bit more, you know, Googling or looking it up or going and visiting your local bookstore and checking it out. So without further ado, let's start with the first one. It's called The Life Organizer, and it's by Jennifer Louden, or Louden. And it's a woman's guide to a mindful year. What I love most about this book is you can it goes week by week, day by day, and it charts out or gives you these questions that really help you to find out or explore your intentions. I love them. I love this book because I not only have used it or utilized it for myself, I use it with my clients, and it has just been life altering, as well as my students, the students that I work with as a teacher, and as well as people that I work with in a counseling capacity. So it just touches on everything, and I just love this book. I love this book. It really promotes mindfulness and helps you along this journey. Like, just exciting. Sometimes you just don't know where to start. Like, you're trying to get somewhere in your life, or you're trying to acquire some balance in your existing frame of reference, and you just don't know where to start. This is a great starting point. Okay, it is like a guide, and then it tells these stories. They're all intertwined in the book, which makes it even more amazing. So it's not like just the fact that you're journaling and asking yourself these questions like, how do I want to feel this week? What does my body need to create the life I desire? Like, think about that question. Like, what does my body need to create the life I desire? And then it elaborates on it even more. Like, it just doesn't pose that question to you. It like helps you to start thinking about what your body needs, or energetically, physically, structurally. We can only have the life our body can support. So AKA, like, we need fuel, we need nourishment. AKA, these books are a wonderful form of nourishment. This is like a guide. I love, love, love this book. I don't write in it. I usually use a separate piece of paper. I don't want to, at different points in my life, I feel different. So like, if I write something in it today, if I go back and read this book 2 years later or 2 months later, I might be in a different, so I don't want my old way of thinking or the way where I was at that point to influence where I am at that point where I'm reading it. That makes sense. So I usually use a separate piece of paper, and that just helps me, especially with books that, you know, kind of allow you to kind of write or journal. It's like a woman's guide to a mindful year, and in a nutshell, it's a soul-centered guide to fitting in what matters most, like really helping you to identify what matters most in your life and helping you track your steps or direct you to acquiring that in your life or making that happen in your life. Awesome book. the life organizer, and you can see it. I'm sure I have a picture of it here. And I would strongly encourage you to find it. It's amazing. It is amazing. Like, there's too much for me to even go through. Just consider it a guide, a wonderful journal with amazing stories in it, telling stories that just help you to not only reconnect with yourself, but even to appreciate what other people are experiencing in their life. So, love it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. This one is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's an amazing book. It's written by Marie Kondo, and it's so thoughtful. It's so poignant. It is like a guide to decluttering your life, not like just the physical parts of your life, but the mental parts of your life. And so the mental, emotional parts of your life. So it doesn't give you like a one-size-fits-all. It really tackles transforming your life or decluttering your life, or like incorporating a minimalistic kind of view from the grassroots. That's what I love about it. So I can just give you some of the chapters or titles of the chapters, and this will give you an idea of what to expect. The first chapter is Why Can't I Keep My House in Order? And then on each segment of this chapter, it's like, you can't tidy if you've never learned how. So it's addressing that. A tidying marathon doesn't cause rebound. Tidy a little a day and you'll be tidying forever. So it's actually helping you to think about what you need to do, like not just go and clean, because if you don't address why you need to clean or what has caused this clutter in your life, then how do you maintain it? If you get where I'm going with this. So a lot of times we're looking for a quick fix or a quick solution, but it's a quick solution to a bigger problem, and so that problem still exists. It's like us pushing it in the closet, for lack of better words. Like literally, you know when that unexpected guest comes by and you're like, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting, and you're throwing everything in the closet or putting it away in the cabinets, but it's still there. And so later on, when you're like, oh, I need to go back and pull all that out and really fix it up, this shows you exactly how to do that in your life in the most effective and meaningful way possible. This is a wonderful book. Everything about it is amazing. Strongly recommended if you're looking to declutter your life and find a way to be more organized. This is the answer. So moving on, I think I'm doing good. I'm not like giving it too much. I don't want you to be overstimulated, overwhelmed. I just want to give you some information that might be helpful to you in the long run. Oh, this one is another go-to for me. How to Work Smart and Live Life Your Way. The title alone. Do less, get more. Do you feel like you're doing so much some days and you're seeing little productivity? You're like, I did so much today, but I don't feel like I did so much today. This is the solution for that. This will help you to do meaningful things, like not to feel like you have to do so much or get so much or do so much in order to get the results that you want. Do less and get more. How to Work Smart helps you to really work smart. It's written by Shay Wasmond. This is just one page, and then I'm just gonna let this one go. Like, this one speaks for itself. And I work with my clients all the time with this one. They run out. Every client I've ever worked with runs out and gets this book. Like, all of these they love, and I work in office with these, but this one they like almost feel like they need it for themselves. Like, it's just that amazing. And just helping, life altering, life changing. Just listen to this, and I'm gonna let it speak for itself. Mediocre, and look at the little pictures, like they have these cute little pictures in there. Mediocre becomes exceptional when you And then it has you ask yourself what you really want and what's important. Identify your strengths and passions. Increasingly bring these into what you do. Identify what's holding you back. Increasingly let these go. Those are just some of the steps that happen or occur when mediocre becomes exceptional. There's all types of different segments and questions and activities, like basic activities, but thought-provoking activities. Reasons to be fearful. How many apply to you? And you can mark them or write them on a separate piece of paper. I mean, I've dog-eared all over this book. I've dog-eared this book to no end. I love this book. I've read it probably about 3 times because there's certain chapters I like to go to at different times, and I've written notes about them, and I'm constantly referring to it with clients. So highly recommend it if you're looking for a guidebook to help you work smarter, not just at work, but just in your life, the goings and comings of your life. How to be more efficient and productive without doing so much and feeling so overwhelmed and having so much to deal with. This is it. Okay, so that's that one. And then now that we've segued into work, and we only have a few more, 5 good minutes at work. Love this one. I got this one for $6.98 at Barnes & Noble's. 100 mindful practices to help you relieve stress and bring your best to work. And this is not just for work, by the way. So I don't want you to feel like it's limited and isolated to work. No, this is like a life book. This is like a life meditation book. If you like just learning how to take a minute, how to be mindful, and especially how to be mindful when you're in the thick of life, whether it be at work, whether it be with family, whether it be just anywhere, when you're dealing with situations and matters that kind of bring that angst in you. This helps you have specific practices that you can incorporate into your day that will help you feel more balanced, will help you feel more relaxed, will help you feel more calm, and then hence help you to be more productive. Do more work with less stress. These are some of the things that you'll accomplish in 5 minutes. That's what I love. Like, you don't have a lot of time. Just 5 minutes. You do something in 5 minutes. Fill your heart as you empty your inbox. Realize your true purpose. Nurture a deeper bond with colleagues. Invite peace and fulfillment into your soul. And it does just that. Life-altering book. Transforms your whole way of thinking while you're going through your day. Sometimes I just even keep it in my car. Like days that I know I'm gonna be like literally boggled down with meetings and going, and you just have those busy days. I carry this book, like I have it with me, like, okay, what am I gonna do right now? What activity? 5 minutes. And it really does make the difference. Those 5 minutes make the difference, I promise. Okay, so that's 5 Good Minutes at Work by Jeffrey Brantley, Dr. Jeffrey Brantley, and Wendy Millstine. I highly recommend that one. And then Joel Olsteen. Okay, so this one is Joel Olsteen's Your Best Life. Great book for devotion. Like if you want to take a devotion every day and you're looking for a spiritual connection, and this is it. This one feeds my soul. This one nourishes my soul. And it's very short little stories, but they are so, like, I consider the books that I'm sharing with you not just books but experiences. And so each time I read it, it gives me a new experience. It gives me something to grow on. So positive. If you don't have a lot of time, this is the one to go to if you're looking for an amazing devotional that you can connect with every day, that just feeds your soul, gives you that restoral. This is the book. So again, Joel Olsteen, Your Best Life begins each morning. That's the title of it. Last but not least, Destiny by T.D. Jakes. I've read it time and time again. I have dog-eared it, I've marked it, I've annotated it. I have done everything to this book. From the time I bought it last year. It has been life-changing. I've had battles with my back for the past 10 years, but more recently it has been ever more prevalent. Thankfully it's gotten better, but there was a time last year that I was literally on my back. My back had me on my back. And normally I stay extremely optimistic. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm typically optimistic and positive. Like, I'm the person people come to, not even just my clients, my friends, like, you know, when they need that positive dose of energy and encouragement. And at that period of time, like, I was depleted. My back left me feeling depleted. Anyone who's experienced pain in their life knows what I'm talking about. And even though I'm typically so positive and energetic, like, it was very difficult to muster that up. And so it was there, I knew it was there, but I needed something to reboot me. And this did. Prayer, lots of prayer, and reading my Bible and this book by T.D. Jakes. I would recommend this book to anyone. You don't even necessarily have to be a Christian or have a spiritual walk or anything like that. This book is good for everyone. It helps you to understand why you are where you are in your life at this very moment, helping you to understand your purpose. Poignant book. I don't even want to, there's nothing, I can't even begin to tell you what this book can provide you with. All around mindfulness, all around focus, all around centering, nourishment, fuel, encouragement. I mean, I lost my father last year, and that was in part why I started experiencing, you know, even more problems with my back. Just a whirlwind of different things. Love this book. Everyone I've shared it with has loved this book. I highly recommend it. If you need some nourishment, especially with all that's going on in this world, in addition to just trying to find your purpose, like trying to figure it all out. Why am I here? What am I doing? This is your go-to book. And then lastly, these are honorable mentions. These bedtime notes. I got this little box of cards. I leave it in my night drawer or on my nightstand. If you can see, it has an adorable picture. There's a picture on every card. The first card tells you exactly what this is. You know, positive, inspirational bedtime notes, just to kind of end your day with something positive, and not necessarily just positive, but just something to think about that is pleasant. And there are little quotes like that just have you, you know, it's a matter of interpretation, but whatever resonates with you is what you'll end your day with. And so it just sets that in place for you. Like, for instance, I see the moon and the moon sees me. God bless the moon and God bless me. And then I just think about it. I just take a moment and think about it and say my prayer, and I go to sleep, and I go to bed that much more refreshed. I don't do these every night. I just do them like those nights when I've had just a really exhausting day. I mean, I pray every night, but just those days when I've had a really exhausting day and I kind of need that little, you know, special treat, you know, this is it. And I just love the little pictures that accompany. And I'm a poet, so I love like poetic kind of things. There's an adorable, beautiful picture with each card like that. So if you can appreciate those kind of thoughtful gestures, that, you know, you're looking for that little incentive, that inspiration, that motivation that comes by way of a beautiful little poem, and you have an appreciation for art, I highly recommend it below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you to get that much needed or well-deserved time out in your life. I hope that you're feeling more balanced, or at least looking forward to replenishing your life if you're in need of that, or getting whatever you need in life. You deserve that, whatever it is, purpose, direction, balance, whatever you need. I hope that you are able to obtain, and I hope that this is just the information, or the books that I provided, or the information I provided today is just a step in helping you to head that direction. So thanks for watching. I wish you well. Take care of yourself, and if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe below for weekly episodes. Thanks. Bye.